Hello everyone, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. The title of the webinar today is Generative AI and the New Era of Technical Education and Training. This webinar is organized by Association of Professional Technicians and Technologists, APTT. I am Saranraj Thangamuthu, moderator of today's section. I would like to introduce today's presenter. He is Syahrul Nizam Junaini. He is recently servicing as senior lecturer in the Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology, University Malaysia, Sarawak. He obtained Master of Science in Electronic Imaging and Media Communication, Media System from University of Bradford, UK, Bachelor of Science in Computer from University Technology Malaysia in 2002 and 2000 respectively. He was Accreditation's Technical Community Member, Technology and Technical Education Council, TTAC of MBOT. Certified Scrum Master, CSM. Professional Certificate in Digital Transformations, UTM, Professional Technologies, Malaysian Award of Technology, MBOT, and he also a Certified Trainer for Human Resource Development Corporation, HRD Corp. He also been Professional Certificate of Entrepreneurial Educator, University College, Dublin in UUM. For those who just joining us, welcome for today's webinar, Generatively AI and the New Era of Technical Education and Training. Will be presented by T.A. Syahrul Nizam Junaini. Okay, our schedule for sectional, just a little housekeeping before we are just get started. Kindly be reminded that mic should be mute at all the time. Switch off your camera and recording is not allowed. If you have any question during the presentation, please type your question in the chat box. Our team will be compile all the questions and we will be bring it to the end. And now, without further delay, we will turn the time over to our presenter, T.A. Syahrul Nizam Junaini.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, it's Allah SWT, Alhamdulillah, for today, Friday. Meeting you again for the second time in this program for the first for this year. I'm seeing my popular or regular names here. Assalamualaikum, Tuan Ahmad Zawawi. Apa khabar kita? You may reply me if you are free. Nice to meet you all.
Waalaikumsalam, Tuan. Thanks for your time.
I'm just sharing my experience. This is new thing for me even. No slides for today, so don't surprise I didn't prepare any slides. My intention is to have a more interactive session with our friend. Okay, is it possible, Mr. Saran? I need your help to maybe read the messages or the comment from our audience. Is it possible? Okay. And my presentation will be based on your demand. So this is on demand training. Okay, let me start. Very quickly, this is my profile. If you are interested, we may collaborate in the future. Of course, I'm an academician. Our currency is, of course, our Scopus and Web of Science articles. So you can, if you are interested and your areas are almost similar with mine, we can collaborate. My publication is not that active, not that good, especially if you see 2023 suddenly I've never wrote up to 7 articles per year. You can guess the answer lah. Bocor rahsia. Okay. Honestly, I use ChatGPT to write 7 articles per year. Honestly. Okay. How? I'll tell you later on. But be very, very careful. One of the regulation for Elsevier journal is that you need to declare. This is one of my latest paper on harvesting a sustainable future, an overview of smart agriculture, role in social, economic, and environmental sustainability. One nice thing about publishing with Science Direct is that if you search the title of the paper, it appears on top, of course, because of the content, on top of Google search result. And talking about using GPT for writing journal article, you have to carefully declare that you use ChatGPT for writing. So this is one way for if you want to ask your student to use GPT for their assignment. Where is it? Okay. Mr. Sir, can you see my screen? Am I sharing my screen now?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
ask is sharing. Yeah.
I can on my mobile phone. I mean, declaration of generative AI and AI-assisted technologies in the writing process. So you have to declare during the preparation of this work that the authors me use GPT to only limited to improve the clarity and linguistic quality of the manuscript. After using GPT, ChatGPT, the authors reviewed and edited. Make sure you read it again twice, 3 times, 4 times before you submit it to the journal. And I take full responsibility for the content of the publication. And you know that GPT will clearly writing the disclaimer here, ChatGPT can make mistakes. Consider checking important information. So that's the first thing that I want to share. This is Journal of Cleaner Production, Alhamdulillah, Q1. So if you are interested to know the secret of writing a Q1 journal, this is my experience actually. I've never submitted to Q1. Q1 means top quality lah of the journal. Top 10% in the world, Journal of Cleaner Production. Thank you, Zulfadli, my assistant. Journal of Cleaner Production. So one of the secrets is that although you're from IoT or from computer science, just link your title with, of course, sustainability and cleaner production. All right, let's go back to our business. Tempat promote my paper. Okay, as a trainer, today I'm a trainer. You are my student, you are my participant. Even me myself, I'm not an expert in this area. I just Google example of an image or a diagram about AI taxonomy. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe I know that one of you, not one, maybe a lot of you here are expert in this technology, AI technology. I even doesn't understand. I even don't understand what is AGI, what is narrow AI, what's the difference between narrow and deep learning, machine learning, generative AI, large language model, generative GPT, generative pre-trained transformer, macam transformer cartoon apa, animation tu, GPT-4, and here is GPT. Okay, now I have no idea. I just save the file, save image or copy it. Now I bring it to the GPT. Okay, so I'll just paste it here. This is GPT-4. And I am a 15 years old boy or young man. Explain me this diagram. Now for this prompt, I know you have been using GPT for many years now, more than 1 year now. The better prompt would be you ask GPT to become you are an expert in AI example.
Then second sentence would be the context. The context is I'm a 15-years old young man or boy. Explain me this diagram. Okay, this is the task. And more context is tukar. Tak jadi 50 years old. I'm a technical trainer. Explain me the diagram. Suggest 5 best ways how I can use generative AI in my training. Let's see how GPT-4 gives us the interpretation. Oh, not bad. AI, narrow AI, the broadest category. ML, machine learning. Deep learning, a subfield, because of the nature of the diagram is the Venn diagram, sub. And the deep learning, there is generative AI. So this is our topic for today. Why it is called generative? Because it generates, simple definition. Generate content such as text. So from text, we can have more text. From text, we can generate image. For GPT-4, now I'm using GPT-4, but if you're using free GPT, it limits you from creating an image. So I switch to Bart. This is Bart. Now I ask Bart generate for me diagram. So be careful. I don't think Bart could give me the best or the correct diagram about generative AI. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm experimenting. Even Bart is in experiment stage now. Okay, let's see. So how to use this in your training, in your classroom? Of course, for yourself. Oh, fail. Fail, why? Because number one, the text, even we can't read the content. Maybe in Germany or I don't know. Again, the meaning is not, it's meaningless, it's rubbish. Again, what's this? All right. So failure number one, until today, Bart could not generate the perfect image for your classroom. So you need to go back to your drawing board, use under the tools for you to generate nice diagram. For me, I use diagrams. Draw.io. I love draw.io. This is not an AI tool, but I just share the thing, the link to you. Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Azlan, for your question. What I do, I just paste a question. Sorry, Mr. Azlan, bukan maksudnya saya malas, tapi I want to show the capability of ChatGPT to answer your question, boleh? Now, how about other AI such Microsoft Copilot, which will share the link to the information sources? Can we use it as our sources as references to? Yes. Okay, my answer is yes. Again, be careful. Click the link and double check the paper citation from original journal or from Science Direct. Then you can cite it. Okay. So the rest of you, if you have any question, just type it immediately in the message, then we can discuss. See what's the answer here. Microsoft Copilot. I used Copilot once as in this week. Of course, I'm sticking to ChatGPT because I'm paying the $20 per month subscription fee. Hopefully, Ringgit Malaysia becomes better for this year. For example, generation, live coding session, explaining the code. This is for like me. I teach programming, so I can use I can use this to explain to my students that their code or syntax having bugs or having problems, and ask them to ask GPT to re-explain it. Learning resources is normal. Okay, thank you for your questions. Right. So one way you can use GPT to, of course, to explain to yourself before you give the training like this. So I'm not going to be too deep about this. Done for the first example. Okay, any question? Another example here. We are preparing our students and our future generation with generative AI, with the intention that in the future, generative AI is like our mobile phones. It's pervasive. It's anywhere. The technology is anywhere. So at least they know the basic. So thank you very much, our Prime Minister, with his not his not his initiative, the latest AI untuk rakyat. Have you gathered the badge? If you complete the training, it will give you the badge that you are AI or something. Okay. So here, you can see from this diagram how AI will reshape the workplace and employee experience, pursuing new markets, enhancing products and services. Okay. So another example. Okay, example in my class. I just use again. Again, you need to tell GPT that he is an expert in whatever it may be. I teach UI UX at UNIMAS for mobile app design. What was that? Enhancing products and services. Okay. Suggest 5 best final project for my student that involve. So while you listen to me, you can also immediately type it on your own ChatGPT or bot or whatever it may be, and see based on your subject. This is my subject. It involves getting new mobile app. Example. Again, more details. 30%. Create. Okay. Number 1, I want of course, learning outcomes. You know, I was struggling in writing learning outcomes based on the, what was it? Can't remember. one body in KL, MQA. Okay, learning outcome. It should be to understand. There is a debate about to understand, no? So maybe to discuss. I just put blank to apply. I don't know what my student should apply. I hope GPT gives me good learning outcomes, then to develop. One learning outcomes. What else? Learning, of course, the learning content lah. Right. 14 weeks. At UNIMAS, we have 14 weeks. Learning content headers only for topic. Yes. Okay, we do. Ask it to do it one by one. Let's see. I've been struggling without AI, even creating simple learning outcomes. And let's see. Final project, I just eco-friendly product. Nice. So I can ask my student to write a beautiful report and publish it at Journal of Cleaner Production. Another Q1 idea. Local artisan and craftsman marketplace app. Okay. Good idea here. if GPT would help us to ideate, create more and more ideas. Otherwise, every semester we keep recycling the same assignments from the last semesters. Again, the students are sharing the same question with their juniors, and you keep receiving the same quality of answers. But this time, not every semester, but even every week, you can have more varieties of learning activities. Health and wellness service, training, yoga, nutritional counseling, educational tools. Educational tools is basic, nothing new. But with GPT, you can ask it to create something new in terms of the services, maybe different target group. To discuss market needs, user personas. Okay, this is one of the most important topic under UI UX. To apply principles of UI design and to develop fully functional prototype. Absolutely fantastic. I will use this in my next semester. Okay, 14 week. Of course, I cannot use this because we have pre-fixed content from previous semesters. But I can use it to refine the content. Maybe it's subtopic. Okay, wireframing, prototyping. Okay, what else? Now we go into assessment. Before assessment, maybe pick one project. Okay, this one. Pick this one. Pick project. I just use the lines to separate the context with my instruction. Detail rubric. To mark this project. Normally, the column would be one mark for
Syahrul, can you please on your mic?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, please mute your mic.
When was I did accidentally switch off my phone just now? Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay, so this is the output from ChatGPT for the rubric criteria. I don't have to think of the criteria. Of course, I can refine this. I say I don't want it. I don't want this criteria. Maybe focusing on UX design. 1, 3, 5 marks. I can do this manually without AI, of course, based on my 20 years experience in teaching. But maybe I take one day just to think the best rubric for my student. It's just rubric, not to mention how to use it during my assessment. Because 3 and 5 marks, there should be 4 marks in between. Why my student A deserves to get 5 and student B only gets 3. More functional, user testing, presentation, and documentation. Right. Okay. One day my student asked me, Syahrul, you are expert in this area. Show me an example. Saya pun gelabah. When me myself, I don't have an example. Now I try to ask GPT to design the UI UX, the interface user experience, because the point here is looking for creativity, aesthetic appeal, usability, ensuring it aligns with the principle of UI UX and the theme of sustainability. So okay, that's it to focus on. Now I hope GPT helps to generate examples of that screen design based on that. Again, ability of this text to image generation is still limited. We hope it gives me error error creating image, creating, still waiting. Hopefully it works. Don't worry if you don't have GPT-4, you may try BAT. This is BAT. Copy this and bring it to BAT.
Enter. Oh, absolutely fantastic. This is what I want. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions? All right. Please let us interact. You don't listen to me passively. If you don't agree with my point or you want to refine my point, please let us debate and let us compliment each other. And don't worry, my student is not going to submit it as their project, because I know this is from GPT. I can smell the element of a generative AI here. Number one, in terms of spelling, eco-friendly, pekpalan, APTT, blah, blah, blah. All right. Okay, please, ladies and gentlemen, this is only gist of the content. Of course, 1 hour is not enough for us to discuss the capability of this. Only ChatGPT. I've not used other tools, for example, text to image, text to video. What else? Endless possibilities in the future, video to video, image to image. This under generative AI. Now I'm not satisfied. Oh, complete detail. Okay, maybe one issue is that my student is going to submit this because they know the question is like this. I give them the question. I give them 1 month to submit it. What they will do is they just copy the question, paste it to GPT. Hi, GPT, help me to complete this project. Okay, what's your comment? What's your suggestion? Please, anyone? Okay, let's have a chit chat. Okay, mana MC tadi? While I sip a cup of water. Puan Zawawi, maybe your comment. Tanya Big Boss kita. Tanya Big Boss kita his maybe ideas in the future, or maybe we can come up with a proper training how to use GPT ethically in teaching and learning or in training correctly.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Syahrul, Nizam, Junaini. I hope you all enjoy the questions. I mean, amazing presentations. Now we all go ahead to take some of the time for question. Just a reminder, please be sure that you type your question into the questions in the control panel. I saw a lot of questions there. Same, it's quite interesting also. Okay, so I got to read the question one by one. Okay, where we start from. Okay, salam Tuan Syahrul. Any suggestion on AI tools for preparation lesson plan?
All right. Thank you for the question. For me, still ChatGPT. For specific lesson plan, I use Almanac once. ALAMANAC.ai. Let's see if I still have, for example, here. Thank you for your question. So don't limit yourself with only ChatGPT. Again, this is their business model. Some tools are limited. You need to pay more, of course. This is Almanac. New
We
lesson.
cannot see your screen. Syahrul, we cannot see your
One minute,
screen.
sorry. Share. Okay. This is Almanac. ALAMNAC.ai. Create this button, new lesson. This is example of my projects previously. Okay, let's say human computer interaction. Lesson title, maybe intro to user requirement. Create lesson. And I can click this button. Belum klik pun dah keluar. Okay, create using AI. The resources for you to teach, for you to have activities. Some are pro account. Yeah, rubric generator is here. Rubric generator, summarizer, conceptual thinking for student. Bloom's taxonomy, PBL. Anyone using PBL in the teaching? Lab, even game, battleship game. Unlimited capabilities. This is the crazy era of generative AI. Critical thinking question, let's see. Based on learning objective, of course. And create open-ended critical thinking. Thank you very much, Almanac. Could you imagine you can create 10 questions in less than 1 second? Of course, it's not perfect. You need to maybe refine it, get it exactly based on your particular learning unit for that particular day. And even also you can create, what else? Report card integration. Yeah, you explore yourself later on. It's almanac.ai. I just share the URL here. Okay, next question, please, Mr. Saran.
Okay. Yes, Syahrul. So we are going for the next question. Do you think AI generate content will be result to the generation who will read less?
Oh, very good question. Very good question. Interesting question. Me myself, once I get the result, I don't bother to read word by word. I just skim through quickly. Yes, that's it. Now I'm a lecturer. I afraid my student will do the same thing. Copy, paste, submit, without them to reread it carefully. So maybe for the coming semester, I will make it compulsory, like this journal. They need to sign it. I use generative AI in the project, but I'm 200% responsible in terms of the quality and quantity of my submission. I have read all the generated images or generated text from GPT. Okay, so that's in terms of teaching and learning. But in terms of publication, yes, I can write many papers. Again, your concern is valid. Afraid nobody will read my papers. Okay, we'll see what happened in 2024. Right. So sorry, I'm not answering your question exactly like what you want, but this is like ironically what would happen in the future, or whether it will happen or not, I'm not sure. Right. I don't want to ask GPT because if you ask this type of question to GPT, it tries to macam mengelak lah. It will say, yes, I agree with you. However, there are some concerns. Macam saya jawab tadi lah. After 1 year using GPT, my brain has been trained to speak or to think like GPT. Especially if you start with whatever question, GPT will start with definitely. And the last paragraph would be the summary of the previous answer. And you can see if your student submitting the same format, sampai yang terkantoi dia tak delete definitely, so you know that from ChatGPT. Right. Next question, please.
Shall we go for?
Mr. Saranraj?
Yeah, shall we go for another one, sir? Okay, is there any example on how AI is being used in manufacturing company?
Oh, good question. I don't have any particular tool for that. Let's see, maybe again, my example was in product ideation. What else? Do you have any context for me to type it here? Okay, let's have fun. Generate and images of new product that combine maybe IoT with what do you want? IoT with machine. What machine? Machine plus maybe X-ray example. Just example. One way is for you to generate the ideas for the product. Could you please? Okay, see, GPT asks me the context. You please provide more details. Purpose, specific features. Try. Any?
Yeah.
Yeah. Product ideation is one of the best application of generative AI. We never think how IoT could be combined with what's this? Future device, IoT, machine learning, X-ray, sleek, portable, very complete detail, X-ray emitter, receiver. All right. Boleh? So this is my suggestion. Use GPT or generative AI to generate ideas of maybe new product or new solution for your problem. But again, the guarantee is not there, maybe 90%, especially it involves coding, for example. Or, for example, I sample, I can put that will, I don't know, I just give any example. This works. While I can't provide a full implementation, of course, especially the hardware part. Yeah, I have no idea of this, but GPT helped me to give the half of the solution with complete Python code. So for those who teaches coding, programming, although I don't know what is the complete syntax here, I don't have to memorize the meaning of the context. I just copy it. See? This is actually how our student should learn, not just copying and pasting, but they should know what are the steps involved. Or even they can tweak this coding based on their needs. I just copy this, copy code. I open my Colab. I do not have a notebook installed. Create new notebook. For some of the Python functions are could not be rendered using Colab. Is it here? So and run. Hopefully it works. Again, if it doesn't work, don't worry. You copy the output or the problem, paste it back to GPT, and ask GPT to repair it. Error. Don't worry. Okay. I don't have to read. Okay, thank you. This is the proof that the feature generator version is not going to read. I don't want to read this. I just copy, paste back to GPT. Help me. Amazing, the capability to detect the errors, to suggest me why. Although I'm not asking the reason. Okay, this is the reason, the file path. Didn't link to the correct folder and correct file. Then giving me the new solution. All right. Okay, next question. Thank you.
That's quite expressive. Okay, I think there's left for 4 questions more. Okay, one of that is in certain image generated by AI, why does the wording is incomprehensible and or misspelled?
Okay. I don't know the exact result, so again I asked GPT. I tried BAT first. Right. Okay. Great. Sorry. Create
Okay.
an image of mark with text. Anyone from Polytechnic? Polytechnic Kuching? Yes, right. Polytechnic Kuching. I'm afraid if I write longer text, it will have more problem to render it. This is what, and then while waiting, I am experimenting ChatGPT 4, same prompt, and let's see, let's compare. And we'll ask BAT and GPT why they could not generate Polytechnic Kuching Sarawak correctly. Basically, based on my understanding, the limitation now is that the training data, it tries to understand what is Polytechnic, maybe in English. And yes, it failed to render Kuching correctly. Kuching. But not bad in terms of generated mark design, except for the text. Let's see. But congratulations, the winner is masih salah. Polytechnic Kuching Sarawak. Better now because you see, but managed to render bangunan Dun nicely. So now it knows the context is in Kuching Sarawak, except for the text. This one, Polytechnic Sarawak. Kuching word disappears. Okay. Over here, we ask technically. So I know you're from technical background. Why some of the text are spelled wrongly? ChatGPT using DALI. DALI imperfect data, yes. So that's the nature of AI. It learns from data. Limited data, limited output. GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Context. It seems that BAT knows the context. Context in Kuching waterfront. Resolution. We want to have more quality data. Maybe less perfect rendering. Text alone. So many issues here. Font style, arrangement, model capability, of course. Okay, I hope that that answers you. Briefly, if you want to more detail, maybe you can have a proper research on why it is spelled Kuching, not Kuching. Thank you. Next, please.
Yeah. Shall we go for the next? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Can ChatGPT read in Bahasa Malaysia?
Yes, thank you. Okay. Okay. Mari bersembang dalam bahasa Melayu Sarawak. Let's see. Again, if the trained data is huge enough from the whole collection on the internet. I hope we can kelakar Sarawak. Yes, Bang Malik, kelakar. Then again, even the spelling, I don't know how to spell kelakar dalam bahasa Melayu Sarawak. Kami berkenalan dengan kita. Let's see. Wah, CBT orang Sarawak. Kami pun nak berkenalan dengan kita. Apa khabar kita hari itu? Cerita sikit pasal diri kita. This is Malay Sarawak, which is not the official language. So the answer is yes for BM. For me, the SBM is still 10-20% with the smell of Bahasa Indonesia. From here, we can guess that the corpus, the quantity of Bahasa Indonesian data is way more compared to Bahasa Melayu data on the internet. Okay, thank you. So kita ada hobi atau minat. Maybe that's why it's called a chat. It's not a machine, a dumb machine, one-way machine, a lame machine, but it's a way for you to chat with this machine. Kita ada hobi, ada. Okay, next question, please. I want to have a chat with ChatGPT while waiting for you. Next question.
Okay, next question. Can we generate lecturer notes? Slides
Yes.
simpler and faster.
Just like 1 minute. Sorry for MU saboteurs. Oh, kami faham perasaan kita. Ada pasang surut dalam permainan dorang sih. Pasal sebab ada dorang. Okay, thank you. So, you want slide? For slide, I use wepick.com/AI presentations. This is wepick. I'm sharing it to the URL. AI presentation maker. Yes. Your topic, lecture note on intro to civil engineering, maybe. See the limitation? It's pages only. Never mind. I can refine it. Language. Oh, Bahasa Melayu, right? English, because the title is in English. Writing tone should be professional and formal. Now, the nice part is here, I don't have to think of the design of this PowerPoint slide. It's done by slidesgo.com/ sorry, what was it? AI. Foundation of Civil Engineering, Introduction to Principles and Practices. Any civil engineers here, could you please verify, double check the output from WePick? Although you have your own slide, your own content, just paste it here. It saves time in terms of maybe creating these generated AI images. If you want to draw this using Adobe Illustrator or PowerPoint, sorry, Photoshop, it takes maybe hours and days. So this is the capability of generative AI. Save your time, focus on your strength in terms of the content of civil engineering history, for example. Yeah, I'm not satisfied with this text. And I click this button, AI writer. Give me the latest statistic, example. And click generate. Or you want it to make shorter or longer, or change the tone, or rewrite it all over again. No statistics given here. So these are some of the limitations. Okay, so you may try later on. Give it a try. WePick, sorry, what was the URL? It's from WePick, wepick.com/AI presentations. Okay, next question, we still have time.
Okay, so the last question for today.
Yes.
Is there any local AI developer in Malaysia?
Okay, his name is Malam, Malaysian language something. Sorry. Language model. Yes, by Zulkifli 2024, 26th of January. Still new, still fresh. If you are interested, you can download this paper. I like the name Malam, Malaysian Large Language Model. Let's download the paper. They're still trying hard to develop this. You know, the problem is in terms of money lah, because every prompt that you type, it needs CPU processing capability, it needs data, it needs millions, billions of data, it needs so many processing capability. So this is the paper. If you're interested, you can just show you the URL. Besides, as a user of Generative AI, now you join, maybe you contact the author, you want to join the project, or maybe you want to contribute in certain parts of it, in terms of the training, result. This is the English, sorry, the BM generated content. Okay, Malay instruction. Large learning model means if you use this, you're not using GPT machine, GPT data. Hopefully it works in the future. Or you may contact Mr. Hussein Zulkifli from through LinkedIn. I don't think he's a lecturer. Maybe he's with a company in KL. All right, thank you. So we are towards the end of this session.
Okay, the next session is
very quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay, for the next session is our certificate ceremony section. So I would like to invite Chairman of Association of Professional Technician and Technologists ATP, RITS Ahmad Zawawi, to present the certificate to our presenter today, dear Syahrul Nizam Junaini.
Okay, thank you to Syahrul Nizam for your time today sharing on the using a generating AI. I think it's a useful tools for everyone, not only on the academic or student. I think people nowadays in the industry also need to use for this AI lah. So I believe it will give a more productivity for the people in the outside there. Only need to use it with full ethic lah. Yeah, there are things.
Correct.
Okay.
I agree.
So yeah, before we wrap up, I would like to invite everybody to switch on your camera to our photo section.
All right, everyone ready? Yeah. Okay. One. Okay, so everyone smile. So 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
Mr. Saran. I have my email address there. We may communicate in the future, explore more possibilities in training, education, project, whatever it may be, inshallah, for the benefits of the state and the country, inshallah.
Thank you, everyone. So
Thank you.
okay, thank you again, Mr. Syahrul Nizam Junaini, for answering those questions and for the great presentation. Okay, it's a pleasure to have you all with us. So is this the conclude the webinar? On the behalf of ATP community members, I would appreciate your presence. We hope you have learned and enjoyed this webinar. Thank you again to enjoy our webinar, and we will see you in the next time, and stay safe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then everyone, please do scan this attendance survey form for your e-certificate later on. Okay, thank you everyone. I think more to come. So to those that want to be a part of APTT, can scan here to register as well. And then thank you so much for attending this webinar hosted by APTT. And then to those that have any question, can drop us an email. Then yes, thank you so much.